Man, I'm getting mixed reviews about the music in the background, and I appreciate all opinions and all. It's really about growth. So therefore, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post. I already posted the other video, Once Upon a Spice, with the music. Now here's the version without the music, and you give me your opinion. Which one you feel is better? Like, should I play the music and turn it down, or should I just not have it at all? So just give me your feedback, and enjoy this version without the music. Go. Man, yes, there are drugs in prison. There are drugs in prison. It's a true story. When I got locked up in the 90s to where if you snorted powder, you was a smoker. You was a basehead. If you pop pills or something like that, we didn't do that. That was a white boy drug. But something happened around, like, I got locked up in 97. Something happened around like 97, 98. People started really like popping pills. Gatorades and Nikes and Dolphins and shit. I wasn't there. I was locked up. So by the time I came home in 2013, I bypassed the need for. I had skipped over the pill generation. Skipped over the syrup era. I skipped over all of that shit, so I didn't have them type of habits. But I did have some experiences. It's true. I mean, hell, sometimes we'd be like, only live once. So this time, I thought Spice was something that was on the that was in Florida and made people eat their homies and shit. That's what I thought Spice was. Like Spice, Salva, and all that stuff. That's all psychedelic shit to me. I don't even know where to go find that shit. So anyhow, so I'm on a tier, and the homie G, he come to the cell. He like, Dirt, man, you want to smoke? Cause we in reception. I want to smoke, hella bad. He like, you want to smoke this? I'm like, what is it? He said, man, it's K2. I was like, I said, is it weed? He said, it's just like weed. I'm like, he said, man, I smoked half of it. Me and my celly, we was like, nah, we straight. I'm like, I looked at my celly. My celly, he was from Richmond. He was a cool cat. But I looked at, I'm like, shit, bring that shit. Bring that shit. Man, he brought that motherfucking half or whatever it was. And then, man, me and my celly, he got the door, man. I mean, when we say got the door, that's like, somebody you got to have somebody post up at the door to make sure the police ain't walking up and down a tier. Because if you smoking and there's smoke coming up out the cell, I mean, they gonna run up in that thing. And if you doing something you ain't supposed to do, you in trouble. You like double bang from smoke and what you got in contraband. So anyhow, so you gotta have somebody like watch the door while somebody at the back blowing. Man, look at here. I say it was about 2.5 hits in, and it felt like I just jumped on a roller coaster, just going yeah, just straight up yeah, and then all of a sudden it was just like suspended in time. And I was talking to my celly. I was like, oh wow. I had never felt nothing like this in my life. I had only stuck to the regular shit. Man, this shit here, and the way it came, right? I can't really say the way it came because it's still kind of rather new. But just say like this: you mix it with some tea, and you blow that shit. Man, that shit there. Motherfuckers was talking about, man, I ain't fucking with that Spice because there wasn't no weed in the pen at this time. It was a drought. So man, this K2 is hitting the yard. So man, but it's like an experiment, and I was on the early end of the experiment. Man, look, I said, where did you get that shit? I need some more. Remember, I only smoke weed. Man, they went and got some more, and the way this shit came, I chopped it up, put it in the motherfucking tea. Oh, I had the realest conversation with my celly ever. And I hit that K2 and I seen everything great about myself. Sorry for blowing horns and shit. But I hit that K2 and seen everything good about myself. I was having the realest conversation. Next thing you know, I was like, I need more. I got strung out on Spice. Man, you could have called me Spice One, Spiggity One. Man, because everybody on the yard was like, do you got any Spice? No. They was like, at first they was like, man, I ain't fucking with that shit. Man, fuck that shit. Nigga, I don't do that shit. Fast forward a week. Niggas on the yard talking about, hey man, did you try that Spice? Did you try that Spice? Next thing you know, everybody done tried that. Now it went from everybody trying the Spice to now everybody asking who got Spice? Who got Spice? Who got Spice? Well, everybody was scared of that shit. And I looked at them the whole time. They was like, man, we don't fuck with that shit. We don't fuck with that shit. Them same motherfuckers was double back trying that shit. Man, it only lasted for a period of like 3 weeks to a month. Maybe a little bit longer for it to hit the yard, people to try it, people to get hooked on it, and people to desire it. So, I mean, desire meaning like willing to pay for it. Man, that shit lasted for about 4 months. But before it was all said and done, the majority of the yard had tried Spice. And everybody had their own experiences. But me, from the first time I tried it, I was like, shit, I'm rocking with this. Because I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. And it's gone. I was smoking so much Spice that it became to be like weed. Because Spice is supposed to be way stronger than weed. But that shit there, man, that was a cool experience. I ain't gonna lie. Motherfuckers talk bad about Spice. And I'm gonna keep it honest. I didn't smoke no that was K2. So that was on the lower level of it. The upper level, the Blue Devil, Red Devil, I ain't never blew. That was just one little episode run in 2017 in the summer. Dirty weather. Spiggity one. Go!